What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? It is your boy, and I'm back. And today, we are going to be talking about One Piece, the live action. I got a few things about it that you guys could already see on the screen. We have the cast for season 2. Obviously, a lot of new faces. I believe I seen David Das. I'm not even going to mess up your last name, brother. I believe I've seen him on something else before. He looks familiar. Not too sure. Y'all know what this is. This is whenever we kind of deep down. We deep dive into the cast and we kind of correlate it to the show a little bit. And we just kind of talk about this One Piece live action that's going to be coming out. Now, before we kind of get into the characters itself, the characters their self, let's look at the trailer. Yeah, we're going to look at it together, you guys. We're going to discuss and look at the trailer together. So let's go ahead and do that right now, actually.
Everything I've done, everywhere I go.
So, and I know I'm pausing it, but I don't know if a lot of you guys know, but the live action is not a direct mirror from the animation. Most of you guys probably never seen the animation. It's either one or the other. It's a lot of times when it comes to these live action animation, translators, but the live action has been doing pretty well. From what I've seen, season 1 itself did great. You don't usually get a great perception from the masses when it comes to live action, but One Piece did. It delivered. I'll say that with the first season, it did deliver. Even my mom, who's not an animation watcher at all, even got into this live action of One Piece and prefer it over the animation. You know, to people that watch anime, I know that sounds crazy and blasphemous, but yo, man, they have to find a way to appeal to every demographic, and they know every older person isn't gonna be watching animation, so they tried this. But let's continue.
It's for the One Piece. What is that?
Yeah, I know I'm pausing, but what do y'all think about Nami and Usopp? Another thing that this live action is confirming for me is just what race exactly every person in the animation is. Because after a while, I don't know if you've seen it, but Robin was a little bit of a darker tint. And after a while, her skin just got lighter and lighter and lighter. The same thing for Vivi. The same thing for Nami's sister. It seemed like in the older models of the show, like whenever I was a kid, they were black, bro. But as the time kept going, got a little bit of Oh wow, the Giants. Okay. Let's actually go back. Let's look at Nami. Not Nami, Robin. So that is the reveal for Robin, like right here. What are we thinking, you guys? When I seen this, it's not like they're not getting it right. Like they did pretty good with the casting. I think they did pretty good with the casting, bro. I don't have her on here. But yeah, I think they did pretty good with who they decided to cast as Robin. Because every time I look, this is kind of like a little side by side right here for you guys. If y'all can see that. Let me try to make it a little bit bigger. But that's the side by side right there. And no. I think they did a pretty good job. I think they did a pretty good job. At least I think so. Like I said, at least I think they did a pretty good job with this one. I think they got the I think they got it on point, you guys. But y'all let me know down in the comment section below. Maybe I'm off. Maybe I don't know. All right, let's go back to this trailer. I don't believe they had the scar on Luffy in the season 1. But I might not be right. Look, there go Vivi. So we all know Zoro to be the badass that Zoro is. I believe that they're bringing back his bandana more for this season. But like I said, he was in season 1. He did a pretty good job as well. I have no complaints with the original cast. I have no complaints with the original cast. I would just say that I want to see exactly how they're going to translate it, because like I said, it doesn't exactly mirror the animation. So I don't know what they're cramming in. I don't know what they're cramming into season 2. I don't know what where they're going to guide it at for it to follow its own footsteps as well. So yeah, but let's keep looking. Okay. So they're adding moves to the arsenal, because I could have sworn he only had like 3 moves in the first season. And it seems like in this season, they're upping the score with this one. They're giving Luffy a more bigger skill set from what it seems. Obviously, you know that it's going to be more money this time around. The production is a little bit bigger. So yeah, I can't wait to see what else he has, but it's just a sneak peek right here of one of his moves. And that right there, we're going to go back just a little bit. We see Laboon, the big giant whale that sooner, maybe possibly in this live action, we may see someone reprise the role of Brook. But that is the whale, if you guys watch the actual animation series, that is the whale that Brook is actually searching for, the friend that he left behind. Brook is the ship's singer and instrumentalist. He plays all of the instruments and sings for the ship, the Sunny, and you know, it's just amazing, you know, just this obviously, you know, this is CGI, but you know, it's no short of how amazing they're doing with this season, you know, and where they're going with the season. So we obviously know they're going to be on the red line. They're crossing the red line. We know that much. Is it going to be the Baroque works? Because you see Mr. 3 and we see Mrs. Valentine, and we also know that's kind of where they run into the Baroque War soldiers, and that's where all of them are right now. It's Mr. 9, Mr. 5. This is the man that's playing Mr. 5, the one who can explode things, who's his touch with his devil fruit. And we also have Wapo and Dalton. So that would only mean that we're going to make it to where Chopper actually joins the Straw Hats. They did not leave that out in the trailer. There was also a first look at Chopper.
Chopper, you're hiding the wrong way. We can all see you. Chopper!
We all was ready to see how our furry little friend would look. We didn't know how they were going to do it. We didn't know what their plan was. But they showed us. And just like, I don't know if you guys seen recently with the Sonic the Hedgehog, when they put out that trailer and people were just demanding, like, yo, they need to change how Sonic is looking. This is looking really creepy. they was not ready for that live action of Sonic that they had pre the fix that they did to him. But we have Chopper right here, and there's been great receptions from what I've seen. Chopper's hiding the wrong way. Will never get old. I love how when he says you'll meet new friends and foes, and me, it's like he's scared. I'm relieved we got the best case scenario with Chopper. So.
Come out!
Hi, Tadum. My name is Tony Chopper, and I'm sorry I can't be there in person, but... Oh, I'm supposed to tell you about One Piece Season 2.
So, yeah, we like Chopper. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. I'm going to put this all in the description below so you can go and watch these trailers if you want. But that's kind of all I wanted to come to today with you guys and show y'all just a few trailers and just talk about it a little bit, man. What do you guys want to see in Season 2? It obviously looks like we're going to see Chopper join the ship. We're going to see them go against Mr. 3 and some of the other Baroque Wars agents. And we got Mr. Smoker. He is going to be in this season. That is interesting to me. That is very interesting to me. Because whether we like it or not, seeing a lot of these people is very interesting because it was also said that Oda picked these people himself. He actually picked these people himself. So he has had some input with this season as well. And anything that Oda approves, we really just got to go with it. But that was the trailer. I'm about to get out of here. We seen it. I showed y'all. Y'all put it in the comment section down below. What y'all think about One Piece? Are y'all ready for this season of One Piece? Are y'all ready for just the animation to finish? Are y'all ready to find the One Piece period? I know I am. But I'm going to get back at y'all. Like I said, we out of here. Peace.